So we are painting cherry blossoms. I prepared the white that we need and the red from the set of gouache that's in your kit. I am using the paper Canson Mitientes. It's spelled as Canson Mitientes. It's a pastel paper, so it's very nice for gouache, and it's so nice to paint on colored paper. So if you happen to have colored paper, you can try and use gouache with them. This one doesn't require much water. So here I am adjusting to the level of water that I need for the painting. So when I placed the petal, I felt that it lacks white. So I did it again. And for me, the color is not that good yet. So what I did is I put more white and less of the red, and I'm going to place it over again until I get the white that I have done. So you see me here, I cleaned my brush with a tissue, and then I put more white and then dabbed again on the red, and then I'm going to go over the first layer. So I'm still not happy because maybe it's still wet. So what I did is I make another one. This is where I realized that it's still wet. So I just made another one and proceeded as you would normally do. I just decided that I'll paint, and then after that I'll go over. So I'm putting more white and I'm poking on the red, a little bit of the red at the tip of the brush, and here I got the right amount of water that I need. Look at the difference of the two colors. So when I found that mixture, I already know what to do. So since we are creating cherry blossoms, these are very small flowers using the scrubbing stroke for the petals. See, if there's a layer underneath, it's actually better. So I am scrubbing. I am creating a very small flower, 1 2 3 4 5 6, depicting around 8 petals. So cherry blossoms are a bunch of flowers put together. So you can see me here, I am perfecting the first flower, and then after that I am going to put another layer of flower beside this first one that I did, and I'm just going to scrub all the way with a brush until I finish 2 bunches of flower. You will also see me do some buds, which is basically a very simple stroke of the scrubbing. You don't wiggle, you just glide through very little until the end, until about halfway. So enjoy the music. This is how I normally paint. It's very quiet. I just have a background music and then just paint away. This painting is normally it took me around 17 minutes to finish this painting. So no rush, you can take it slowly. I am doing this for a video, and I've been doing this quite a lot, so 17 minutes is quite fast for that. But of course you can put more flowers if you feel that it's lacking. You can put more layers of bunches of flowers and more branches. So watch until we put on the branches. Here I am preparing the colors for the branches. I placed reddish brown and I need it to be darker than what you see here. So I needed a little bit of the red and a little bit of the Prussian blue to make it a very dark red, dark brown for the branches of the cherry blossom. So I got this dark brown. I'm going to put the branch of the cherry blossoms. So it's nice if you wiggle. It's better if it has crooked edges. It's better if you have those bulby spots that you see, because that's where the buds come out. So near the buds, you have to make the branches really thin, and then below, it's like a twig that's coming from a big tree. So we're just painting a part of the cherry blossom tree. So here I know that I am having buds at the end, so I'm trying to make it as thin as possible. So there. And here also I know that there will be buds there, so I am making it as thin as possible. I'm making the branch as thin as possible. So of course the branch cannot be dark all the way. We need something to lighten it up, like where's your darkest dark and where is your lightest light. So we need a highlight. So to get that highlight, I mix my chrome yellow, and I will put it later at the top of the branch. So there, I have the chrome yellow, and I'm going to mix a little bit of the dark brown. So there, it's very bright. A little bit of the red and a little bit of the brown. Still, since this is still wet, it will mix. So I feel that it's not showing up because it's still wet. When it doesn't show right away, you can wait for it to dry and then just put on that highlight once it's dry. So here I'm still putting some of the highlights. I took the chrome yellow directly because I feel it's not reflecting. I want it to be light, but I want the difference to be not that obvious, so the blending should still be neat and well. So at this point, I think I am happy with the chrome yellow, so I placed more. So sometimes you have to be patient for it to dry so that you can see that it is a highlight actually. So here I feel that I still need more flowers for the cherry blossoms. So what I did is I put more and did more flowers along the way. So see, I put more red and white. So I'll get back when it's time to mix another color for the center of the flower. I am mixing the red and the Prussian blue because I'm preparing to put a dark purple at the center of the flower. So here, zooming in at each of the flower, even if they're bunched up together, you can still find the center in each of them. So I am just stippling at the center with a very thin line and a dot. So you can see me stipple. I will also put yellow later on, but to show the yellow, there has to be a dark layer so that when you put the yellow, the center of the flower, the yellow can be seen very well. So here I am just stippling all over the center of each of the flower. Here I am mixing white and chrome yellow. I have more white than yellow. So this will be the one that we need for the center of the flower, right on top of the violet. So we just stipple on top but not all. The violet should still be seen underneath so that you can see a differentiation of color. See? You see that effect? The dark one creates a depth, and then the highlight, which is yellow and white in this case, would also be seen. So it just adds details to your painting. Maybe if you zoom out, it cannot be seen, but it has an effect. So I did that to all the center of the flowers. And I think we're done with the painting. Hope you enjoyed this paint along session.